felt it before. That quiet, unspoken certainty that something is about to happen. A whisper in the back of your mind, insisting that there's a reason you're here, right now. This is not intuition. This is not coincidence. This is the language of the universe. It has been sending you a signal, a coded message, a divine interruption, and it's been waiting to see if you would finally stop to listen. This is the moment you break the pattern. This is the moment you stop skipping what was meant for you. Something inside you hesitated before you scrolled. You felt it. That quiet tug. That slight pause your thumb made over the screen. That isn't random. It's not just an algorithm or a coincidence. It's an interruption. A crack in the loop you've been running. A divine moment pressing itself into your timeline. You didn't land here by chance. You were guided here at the precise second your field was ready for this message. Most people miss these moments. They scroll past, eyes glazed, hearts dulled, locked in the hypnotic rhythm of endless digital noise. But something in you, something awake, sensed there was more in these words than pixels and sound. You stopped. You're here, and that single act of not skipping has already shifted your trajectory. Right now, without you even realizing it, you passed a silent test inside your body. Subtle changes are happening. Your breath slows. Your focus sharpens. Neural pathways long dormant are flickering back to life. This isn't just content you're about to consume. This is activation. This is a moment of divine interruption. The kind of moment your future self will look back on and say, "That's when everything started to change." Understand this. The universe rarely shouts. It whispers. It plants tiny cracks in your routine and waits to see if you'll notice. If you're reading this, it means you noticed. You've stepped out of autopilot long enough for your higher intelligence to slip a message through. That's why this moment feels different, heavier, charged with meaning. The ego hates moments like this. It wants comfort, predictability, loops. It wants you to scroll away and keep living on repeat. But your soul, it craves interruption. It knows you've been asking for a sign, a shift, a new reality. This is it. This is the interruption you asked for. Science backs this up in its own way. Your unconscious mind registers decisions seconds before your conscious mind does. By the time you hesitated, your deeper self had already chosen to stay. This is not just you reading text on a screen. This is your frequency aligning with a higher path. And here's the truth. Most people never hear. Powerful shifts don't begin with big dramatic actions. They begin in moments like this. A pause, a spark of awareness, a choice to stay when everything inside you wants to leave. That is the seed of transformation. This video, this exact point in time, is your interruption point. It's the pivot between the life you've been repeating and the life that's waiting to emerge. Feel that. Let it sink in. Right now, your energy field is open. New instructions can enter. New codes can activate. And that's exactly what's beginning as you stay present. By the time you finish this first part, your frequency will already be shifting. Micro adjustments in your nervous system, your heart field, your thoughts, and your perception are setting the stage for the next level of your evolution. This isn't a warning. It's an invitation. The invitation you've been asking for. So, take a breath. Stay here. Allow this interruption to unfold. This is your soul, your future self, your higher intelligence calling you to wake up to something bigger than what you were doing 5 minutes ago. This is the moment you break the pattern. This is the moment you stop skipping what was meant for you. Feel it. That subtle tension in your chest, that ripple of anticipation running through your body. That's the call. Your higher self, the universe, whatever force you trust, sending a signal that something is about to change. Urgency isn't panic, it's awareness. It's the gentle alarm that says, "This moment is important, pay attention." Most people don't recognize it. They feel it, but their minds label it as stress, coincidence, or overthinking. They shrug it off, unaware that urgency is the universe's way of speaking in real time. This isn't just a nudge. It's a coded message tailored to your energy field. Miss it, and you remain on the loop you've been living. Notice it, and you open a doorway. Right now, multiple timelines converge at this exact second. Every choice you make either locks you into the familiar past or propels you toward an expanded future. The urgency you feel isn't random. It's a quantum signal, a pulse of possibility aligning itself with your readiness. And you are ready. That's why you're still here. While your focus hasn't wandered, why your subconscious whispered, "Stop, listen." Think of your life like a river flowing in predictable channels. Urgency is the point where the water hits a bend, where currents shift, where the river has the chance to carve a new path. This call is that bend. Ignore it, and the river keeps its course. Respond to it, and you shape the flow of everything that follows. Your body already knows this. That flutter in your heart, that subtle rise in energy, it's your nervous system recognizing alignment. It's the unspoken recognition that what you're about to engage with isn't ordinary. Every second you stay present, every breath you take in conscious awareness accelerates the unfolding of the shift. Most people fail this signal. They scroll past. They rationalize, procrastinate, and distract themselves. 97% never hear it. But you noticed, you lingered. You are listening. That alone separates you from the majority. That alone starts the cascade of change. Urgency is never about rushing. It's about readiness. It's the universe's way of saying everything you need to evolve is here. Do not delay. Your alignment depends on recognizing this now. Your higher self is waiting at this intersection. Time is bending around this moment. Opportunities that would normally take years to manifest can begin to appear in days, even hours, once you truly acknowledge the call. And here's the paradox. The urgency you feel isn't external. It isn't about the world or what's happening outside. It's internal. Your own field, your own energy has reached a tipping point. The universe is amplifying your inner frequency, and the signal is strong. This is why you feel it as insistence, a pressure that demands focus. So stay here. Breathe. Feel the depth of the signal. This is your cue to align every part of your awareness with what's emerging. Your thoughts, emotions, and even your subtle energies are synchronizing with a new frequency, one that has been waiting for you to notice. When you fully recognize this urgency, you no longer chase change. You embody it. You don't ask for the shift to happen. You allow it to unfold because your field has already prepared the stage. Right now, your presence alone is the activation of possibility. Feel it tugging at you. That whisper in your mind telling you to scroll, to click away, to ignore this moment. That's your old self. The version of you still clinging to comfort, familiarity, and safety. It doesn't want change. It fears the unknown. It craves the predictable. Even if predictable has kept you small for years, your old self is a survival program, a loop designed to maintain stability. It doesn't understand that real growth happens in moments of discomfort. It confuses fear for danger, hesitation for wisdom, and procrastination for strategy. But the truth is, every time you feel the pull to skip, you're being tested. Your awareness is being measured. Your readiness is being assessed. Think of it like a bridge. On one side is the life you've known, the routines, the stories, the limitations. On the other side is a new reality, a quantum jump waiting to be made. That tug to skip. It's the mind's resistance. The old self trying to anchor you to the familiar riverbank. Cross the bridge and everything shifts. Hesitate and the opportunity fades into background noise. Your old self thrives on distraction. It tells you that this is just another video, another passing moment. It whispers that transformation is optional, that nothing is urgent, that the world is chaotic and unpredictable. And in a sense, it's protecting you. But in doing so, it's also holding back your evolution. Notice how your body responds when you consider skipping. That tightening in your chest, that subtle unease. That's the internal conflict between the old frequency and the emerging one. Your higher self wants alignment. Your old self wants inertia. The tension is the signal. You are on the edge of a breakthrough. The stronger the tug to escape, the closer you are to the activation point. Here's the paradox. The resistance you feel is proof that change is happening. It's the final barrier before full engagement. Most people step away here. They rationalize, distract themselves, or dismiss the call entirely. But you're still here. That hesitation, that resistance, it's a test you are already passing. Every skipped moment reinforces the old patterns. Every lingered moment strengthens the new field forming around you. By choosing to stay, you are not just absorbing information. You are embedding yourself into the flow of transformation. Your attention itself becomes a tool of alignment, a signal that your consciousness is ready to leap forward. Your old self will always try to convince you that this moment can wait. It will fabricate excuses, inflate fears, and rationalize avoidance. But the realignment you are entering cannot wait. Quantum shifts do not ask permission. They respond only to recognition, focus, and courage. So stay present. Feel the tug, acknowledge it, but do not surrender to it. Your old self is merely a shadow of who you are about to become. Every second you resist the pull to skip. Every breath you take in conscious presence, you are building the bridge between your current self and your expanded reality. This is the point where most people fail, where potential fades back into the ordinary. But you are here. You are listening. You are aware. And that awareness alone begins to collapse the old patterns, opening the door to your next level alignment. Notice how often you've avoided what your soul whispered to pursue. The subtle nudges, the quiet callings, the inner urgings you brushed aside because the timing didn't feel right or because fear disguised itself as logic. Avoidance is not laziness. It is the old self's way of maintaining the illusion of safety. It thrives on delay, on postponement, on convincing you that now is never the right moment. But here's the hidden truth. Avoidance does not protect you. It restrains you. Every skipped opportunity, every rationalized hesitation is a loop that keeps your potential dormant. The quantum field responds only to alignment, and alignment is never passive. If you continue avoiding, the universe does not pause. It moves forward. It unfolds with or without your participation. And in those moments of avoidance, you silently signal that you are not ready, even if your higher self already knows you are. Breaking this pattern begins with awareness. Notice the ways you have been running from your own evolution. It may appear as procrastination, distraction, or even overthinking. It may manifest as constant preparation, endlessly researching, planning, waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment is an illusion. True activation begins in presence, in courage, in saying yes to now, even when uncertainty feels uncomfortable. Ask yourself, When have you avoided something that later revealed itself as pivotal? The opportunities you let slip, the signs you ignored, the moments you rationalized away, they were your soul testing you, your future self calling. Avoidance is not neutral. It accumulates. Every moment spent resisting is a moment your quantum jump delays. Shifting this pattern requires deliberate action, not grand gestures, not forcing outcomes, simple conscious alignment steps. Choosing presence over distraction, choosing engagement over rationalization, feeling discomfort, acknowledging fear, and moving anyway. Every time you break the cycle, the invisible threads of your new reality strengthen. Think of avoidance as a closed door. Behind it lies your expanded self, your aligned timeline, the version of you that thrives in resonance with the universe. The more you linger on the wrong side of the door, the longer the waiting period. The moment you step through, even tentatively, the field reshapes. Possibilities collapse into form, and reality begins to bend toward your focus. The challenge is always internal. Your mind will generate excuses, fears, better, later scenarios. But your body, your intuition, your consciousness knows the truth. Every micro-choice you make to stay engaged, to confront hesitation rather than surrender to it, is a signal broadcast into the quantum field. It says, I am ready, I am present, I will no longer defer my life. Breaking the pattern is not a one-time act. It is a commitment to respond differently in every moment that triggers the old loop. Awareness is the first key, courage is the second, and integration is the third. As these three forces combine, avoidance dissolves naturally. The old self-script loosens. The path toward your activated timeline becomes clear, effortless, and inevitable. The universe does not reward perfection. It rewards courage, alignment, and the willingness to face what has been avoided. And here you are, listening, engaging, allowing the current of transformation to flow through you. That very act begins the dismantling of the old patterns, opening you to your next level reality. Right now, the universe is presenting an opening, a crack in the fabric of your current timeline, just wide enough for you to step through. This isn't coincidence. It's not luck. It's the alignment your higher self has orchestrated long before your conscious mind even noticed. Opportunities are never accidental. They are the universe signaling that your vibration is ready to match a new frequency. Alignment begins in perception. To notice the opportunity, you must quiet the noise, the doubts, the fears, the old stories telling you that this isn't for you. These are the echoes of your past self-resisting expansion. Shift your attention inward. Feel the pull of possibility. Sense the resonance of your energy field with what's emerging. When your awareness is fully present, synchronicities appear. Subtle signals, a text, an idea, a sudden insight converge, pointing you exactly where you need to go. The quantum field responds to coherence. Chaos, distraction, and resistance scatter your energy. But focus, clarity, and intentionality amplify it. Aligning is not forcing or controlling. It is a tuning yourself to the frequency of the reality you are meant to step into. Imagine your energy like a radio dial. When you are off frequency, the signal is static. When you fine-tune, the channel clears, and the broadcast of your future becomes audible, visible, tangible. Every choice you make in this moment is a tuning action. Saying yes to what excites you, listening to your intuition, taking steps that feel inspired even if they're small. These micro-alignments ripple outward, altering not only your personal field, but the collective one. The more consistent your focus, the more accelerated the manifestation. Opportunities expand, doors open, coincidences multiply. What once seemed distant suddenly appears within reach. Notice the subtle guidance in your body, your heartbeat, your gut, the tingling in your hands or spine. These are markers of resonance. When you respond to them, even minimally, you align faster than logic could ever calculate. The universe meets you where you are, but it accelerates when you consciously meet it in return. The energy of alignment is magnetic. It pulls experiences, people, and ideas toward you that mirror your internal state. Do not wait for perfection. Do not demand certainty. Opportunity doesn't operate in linear rules. It flows to those willing to step forward with trust. The moment of alignment is often disguised as risk, unfamiliarity, or minor discomfort. But that is precisely where growth lies. The quantum shift requires movement, not hesitation. The act of choosing, of stepping into what feels right, collapses infinite potential into a single potent reality. Here's the subtle truth. Every time you align with an opportunity, even partially, you strengthen the pattern of your new timeline. Each alignment compounds. Each decision to show up accelerates the shift. And even if the outcome isn't immediately visible, the energy is already changing. Your future self thanks you for this moment. The version of you that has already stepped into abundance, clarity, and fulfillment is guiding your hands, your thoughts, and your actions right now. So breathe, center yourself, open your awareness fully to the signals, synchronicities, and nudges around you. They are not random. They are orchestrated alignments, guiding you closer to your quantum leap. And in this act of tuning, of resonance, of presence, the new reality begins to unfold. Right now, the universe is not waiting. Every second that passes is charged with opportunity, ready to manifest into your life if you take decisive action. But action in the quantum field is not just doing. It is aligning intention with movement. It's the conscious step that collapses potential into reality. That bridges the gap between the invisible blueprint and the tangible world. You've already felt it. That nudge, that inner whisper that insists this is the moment. Most people ignore it. They wait for permission from the outside, for conditions to be perfect, for timing to feel right. That hesitation is costly. The quantum field responds to momentum. The more you move in alignment with your intuition, the faster doors open, timelines converge, and synchronicities multiply. Waiting delays the shift. Acting accelerates it. True action is inspired. It doesn't feel forced or frantic. It resonates deep within, vibrating in harmony with your highest self. That subtle inner knowing, the one that rises above fear and doubt, is the signal from your future self, the one already living the reality you desire. When you act on it, you not only step into possibility, you signal the universe that you are ready. And the quantum field responds instantly, amplifying your movement, drawing resources, connections, and experiences toward you like a gravitational pull. But here's the secret. Not every step needs to be monumental. Small, consistent actions, the ones that feel aligned, are just as powerful. Sending that message, making that call, writing that note, or simply showing up where you need to be, each is a ripple, and ripples create waves. Waves that carry you into the momentum of your new timeline. The energy of action compounds. Each aligned choice reinforces your new frequency and accelerates your shift into the reality you've been preparing for. Fear will always appear. Doubt will whisper. Old patterns will urge you to procrastinate or question. Recognize them as indicators that you are stepping into expansion. The discomfort is the edge of transformation. Lean into it. Step forward anyway. Every act of courage, no matter how small, collapses multiple possibilities into a single aligned reality. The quantum leap is not about speed. It's about decisive, inspired movement. Notice the energy in your body as you read this. That tightness in your chest, that tingling in your hands, that surge in your heart. That is the resonance of alignment. That is the feedback from your field confirming that your next action matters, that your momentum is recognized by the universe, and that the field itself is reshaping to accommodate your evolution. Act now, not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. The quantum window is open in this exact instant. Trust your intuition. Follow the subtle currents of energy and let the momentum carry you forward. The version of you that has already stepped into abundance and fulfillment is extending a hand. Reach for it. Move. Engage. Act. The faster you align action with awareness, the faster the new reality manifests. This is your moment. The field is listening. Every inspired step you take amplifies the signal, accelerates manifestation, and solidifies the shift. Don't wait. Don't question. Align, act, and watch as the universe mirrors your movement, bringing your new timeline to life in ways you've only imagined until now. Now is the moment to seal the reality you've been stepping into. Everything you felt, every shift, every ripple of energy, every inspired action, it all leads here. The quantum field is waiting for your declaration, for your conscious choice to anchor the new timeline into your life. This isn't a metaphor. It's physics, consciousness, and alignment converging in this exact moment. Feel it in your body, the subtle hum of possibility, the warmth in your chest, the electric charge in your hands. That's your higher self communicating through energy, urging you to claim what is already yours. The universe mirrors certainty, not hesitation. By committing fully, by consciously declaring, "I am aligned with my highest reality," you signal to every particle, every possibility that this is your frequency. Now, sealing a new timeline is not about effort. It's about clarity, intention, and unshakable trust. It's the moment when doubt falls away and your inner knowing takes the driver's seat. Old timelines, old patterns, and outdated beliefs naturally fade because they can no longer resonate with the frequency you've activated. This is the cosmic reset. Your reality is being rewritten in real time, and you are the author. Take a deep breath. Visualize your new timeline as vividly as you can. See yourself living the reality you've been longing for. The abundance, the clarity, the freedom, the relationships, the achievements. Feel the emotions, the joy, the excitement, the confidence, as if it's already happening. The quantum field responds not to thoughts alone, but to feeling, to energy, to embodiment. Now, speak it aloud or in your mind. I am aligned with my highest self. I claim my new timeline. I walk fully in this reality. Now repeat it until your body, mind, and energy field resonate with these words. Every repetition strengthens the signal, locks in the frequency, and anchors your shift. Every doubt that arises is merely an echo of old timelines trying to resist change. Observe it, but do not entertain it. You are already moving forward. Feel the sense of completeness, the grounding, the alignment. Your decision is irreversible in the field. Every action, every thought, every emotion from this point aligns with the new reality you've chosen. You are no longer in limbo. You are not waiting. You are already there, co-creating with the universe, co-authoring your experience. As you carry this energy into your day, notice the synchronicities, the opportunities, and the effortless flow that begins to appear. This is the confirmation that your choice has been received. You are not asking for reality to change. You are actively embodying the shift. The universe responds in kind, providing exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Now, commit fully. Stand in your power. Own your reality. From this moment forward, your new timeline is your home, and every step you take aligns perfectly with the highest version of yourself. This is the moment to seal the reality you've been stepping into. Everything you felt, every shift, every ripple of energy, every inspired action, it all leads here. The quantum field is waiting for your declaration, for your conscious choice to anchor the new timeline into your life. This isn't a metaphor. It's physics, consciousness, and alignment converging in this exact moment. Feel it in your body, the subtle hum of possibility, the warmth in your chest, the electric charge in your hands. That's your higher self communicating through energy, urging you to claim what is already yours. The universe mirrors certainty, not hesitation. By committing fully, by consciously declaring, you signal to every particle, every possibility that this is your frequency. Now, sealing a new timeline is not about effort. It's about clarity, intention, and unshakable trust. It's the moment when doubt falls away and your inner knowing takes the driver's seat. Old timelines, old patterns, and outdated beliefs naturally fade because they can no longer resonate with the frequency you've activated. This is the cosmic reset. Your reality is being rewritten in real time, and you are the author. Take a deep breath. Visualize your new timeline as vividly as you can. See yourself living the reality you've been longing for. The abundance, the clarity, the freedom, the relationships, the achievements. Feel the emotions, the joy, the excitement, the confidence, as if it's already happening. The quantum field responds not to thoughts alone, but to feeling, to energy, to embodiment. Now, speak it aloud or in your mind. I am aligned with my highest self. I claim my new timeline. I walk fully in this reality. Now repeat it until your body, mind, and energy field resonate with these words. Every repetition strengthens the signal, locks in the frequency, and anchors your shift. Every doubt that arises is merely an echo of old timelines trying to resist change. Observe it, but do not entertain it. You are already moving forward. Feel the sense of completeness, the grounding, the alignment. Your decision is irreversible in the field. Every action, every thought, every emotion from this point aligns with the new reality you've chosen. You are no longer in limbo. You are not waiting. You are already there, co-creating with the universe, co-authoring your experience. As you carry this energy into your day, notice the synchronicities, the opportunities, and the effortless flow that begins to appear. This is the confirmation that your choice has been received. You are not asking for reality to change. You are actively embodying the shift. The universe responds in kind, providing exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Now, commit fully. Stand in your power. Own your reality. From this moment forward, your new timeline is your home, and every step you take aligns perfectly with the highest version of yourself. If any part of this message resonated with you, if you felt a flicker of recognition in your heart or a warmth in your chest, it's because a part of your DNA just received a signal it was waiting for. This is your cue. This is your confirmation. You are not alone, and you are not just a body. You are a living instrument of light. If you feel this truth in your bones, I want you to confirm your awakening. Right now, in the comments below, I want you to type one simple phrase. Comment, I am awake, to claim this truth and signal to the universe that you are ready to live from your full light. And as you do, remember, you're not just commenting. You are declaring. You are beginning. You are returning home.